What we have here is another dirty ass Saff. It's called the Atlanta. There's your logo. Energy saving, efficient operation, excellent quality. Excellent appearance. Sure, or elegant appearance. If I could focus. There we go. This thing was sold at the Clover Discount Store. This was a chain of... It was sort of like Walmart, Kmart, Target. It was a department store, discount store, you know. Clover existed in the Mid-Atlantic region from, say, Washington, D.C., up through Philadelphia. Honestly, I don't remember exactly what their total reach was, but yeah. And here is the fan itself. Antique brass, cane blades. They're somewhat narrow cane blades because remember, this is a later Saff. So, If I had to guess as to a day, I'd say maybe 86, 87, something like that. Apparently Saff kind of got out of the fan business in 87. That's just a guess, not confirmed, but yeah, so this is another Emperor knockoff. Turn the light off. There we go. Actually, yeah, there we go. So you notice the blade irons. You know these big badge blade irons. They normally have the cross hatching in the center. This, it's barely there. Like, it's the most subtle cross hatching you could ever have, which kind of goes to show just how quality Saff actually was. And there's your ball socket canopy. Uses a 3/4 inch down rod. Cool. Try the light again. Yeah, it's better. The motor is a decently sized, looks like a 188, maybe 188 by 15, or maybe 188 by 12, I don't know, probably by 12. But decent width. So, yeah, you got your nice tassel pole chain. And it came with the light kit. This was an included option. Oh, not included. Well, yeah, this was a thing they just came with, if that makes sense. So, let me down a little bit. There we go. So let's see how it runs. Now, Saffs were really a pretty mediocre product, if not complete shit, but that's a matter of interpretation. But they definitely weren't Casablanca quality. I mean, the motors have a tendency to crap out, not necessarily by burning out, but just they have electrical gremlins, and it's just But this thing, it presented itself to me relatively inexpensive, so I figured, yeah, why the hell not? Now the low speed on this thing is actually kind of fast, which kind of makes sense seeing as it is a 188. So, in the box, the housing and everything, it's all in pieces. You have to assemble it. The motor sits alone. Fitter is attached in the box. The glass is actually housed within the housing, stacked in the box. So, But yeah, Saff Enterprises was the actual name. Apparently they're still around. but not as a fan company. And the fact that they apparently disappeared in '87 kind of says something about their quality. I mean, even the early to mid-'80s Saffs with the cast aluminum motors, even those were a little dubious. You know, not necessarily the best thing out there. I mean, they're nice, but they're not CEC nice or, you know, or Union nice. Now, Unions, they get big 188 by 20s. They're cast iron. Let's go to, this one has a stamped steel motor. Let's go to medium. I've always seen Emperor-derived fans as malaise. You know, this whole room is malaise. You have the avocado ceiling, you have the bleached oak wall paneling. It's just, and this room originally had a 36-inch Sears Emerson friction drive. Friction drive. Same thing. No light. That was the most malaise of malaise you can have in here. But, yeah, this, it actually fits very well in here, oddly enough. So, yeah, medium is a little fast. It's like a somewhat fast medium. Like medium on a 2-amp Hunter original. Let's go to full blast. Yeah, full blast is a little faster. It has a slight, and I mean slight wobble to it. It's not terrible. It doesn't, I mean, it has a little bit of a hum and a low pitch, you know, harmonic sound, you know, low pitch running moan to it. I'm thinking this thing's doing about 190 on high. It's not a bad high speed, but the blades are very thin. I feel like the blade pitch is only like maybe 12 degrees at most. I need to measure it. Now, once I do, I'll have that in the description, but yeah. It's just a so-so kind of mediocre product. Ain't the best, also ain't the worst. So, and Clover discount store was a little bit of a thing from my childhood. There were a few locations around me, and one of which had a display. It was a white kind of lattice. It's just a bunch of like a, you know, crisscrossed beams hanging like a cloud, and all the fans would hang from it. And I remember climbing the shelves once. Someone didn't do something right, because once I pulled the pull chain, I got zapped. So, Clover closed in 1997, I want to say, maybe 1998. After Strawbridge and Clothier went bankrupt, because apparently they owned Clover. And then after that, they became Strawbridges, and then they completely died. So, that was 2006. But anyway, so Clover closed in the late 90s. The particular location in question actually had 3 36-inch brown Emerson heat fans, K55, with fiberglass blades in the back room. They must have been disconnected somewhere, because I tried with the switch and nope, nothing. So, yeah, if I see new in box, cheap, I'm gonna get it. Especially if it's 80s new in box, just because, well, they're still cool. Some people love their new in box fans, so as crappy as the product may be, hey, it's still cool. Especially the old boxes. Because with the friction drive, the box for that had a whole bunch of scenarios in which you could use your fan. A whole bunch of different rooms. One of them was actually a covered porch. I mean, obviously this is a tangent, but yeah. The friction drive was one of the first outdoor, outdoor-ish fans. But anyway, back to this. So there you have it. A Saff Atlanta Emperor knockoff thing. Sold at Clover Discount Store.